Hey everyone, and welcome. We're about to dive into the wonderful and, let's be honest, sometimes super frustrating world of English pronunciation. It's a language just packed with weird twists and silent letters, but today we're going to solve some of its biggest puzzles together.
So let me ask you a question. Are you sure you're saying these common words correctly? Because English is tricky. There's often no clear rule, and what you see on the page can sound totally different when you say it out loud. But hey, don't worry, you are definitely not alone on this one.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with a little puzzle. Then we'll look at words that have more than one right answer. After that, we'll tackle some words that really only have one correct way, explore some really cool sound shifts, and then wrap it all up with the most important thing to remember for speaking with confidence.
Okay, first up, the pronunciation puzzle. And really, what better place to start than with the very word we're talking about? This one trips up even native speakers all the time.
So, how would you fill in the blank in this sentence? I want you to actually say the word out loud. Ready? My blank is getting clearer with practice. Go on, give it a shot. Okay, let's see how you did.
And here is the big secret. The verb is pronounce, right? It has that noun sound in it. But, and this is the tricky part, when it becomes a noun, the sound changes completely. It becomes pronunciation with a nun sound right in the middle. It's a classic trap, and now you know exactly how to avoid it.
All right, let's move on to our next section, words with many faces. Now, unlike that first puzzle, these words don't really have a single right answer. The correct way to say them? Well, it usually just depends on where you are in the world.
First up, we've got this little four-letter word that pretty much runs our modern world. How do you say it? Is it data, or maybe data, or data? Well, let's break it down. So what's going on here is basically a regional split. In British English, you're most likely going to hear data, though data is also totally fine. But hop across the pond to North America, and you'll find that data is way more common. So for this one, you've got options.
Okay, this next word seems to be having a bit of an identity crisis. It's originally a French word, and ever since English adopted it, it's just caused all sorts of pronunciation chaos. Take a look at this sentence.
And this is just wild. It shows you how flexible English can be. In the UK, you might hear garage, garage, or garage with the stress on that first syllable. But in the US, the stress often jumps to the second syllable, which gives you garage or garage. That is count 'em, 5 different acceptable ways to say the same word.
The great debate. This little baked good has probably started thousands of friendly arguments. Do you say scone, so it rhymes with gone? Or do you say scone, so it rhymes with phone? You'll hear both all over the place, and how you say it often just shows where you're from. There's no right answer here, just very passionate opinions.
Okay, time to switch gears. After all that flexibility, let's move on to words where there really is a more technically precise way to say them, and where some common mistakes can really stand out.
How would you fill in the blank to describe Aunt Alice? This is a perfect example of a word where people often add a sound that just doesn't belong. Listen carefully to how you say it.
The key is that very first sound. So many people say egg-centric, putting in a hard G sound that isn't really there. The correct pronunciation actually starts with more of a K sound, ick-centric. It's a small difference, but it's a precise one.
All right, how about this little star-shaped symbol? We see it all the time, but saying its name right can be a real challenge. The mistake a lot of people make is adding an extra sound right there at the end.
So, that last syllable should sound exactly like the word risk, not ricks. Now, people will still know what you mean if you say asterisk, but the more precise way to say it is asterisk. It's one of those little details that can make you sound just a bit sharper.
And now for one of my absolute favorite categories, surprising sound shifts. This is where English gets really fun, and a word's pronunciation can totally transform when it changes form, or sometimes it's just completely unexpected.
This is so cool. Look at the noun, luxury. It's got that hard K sound. But when it turns into an adjective, the sound completely flips to a softer G sound, luxurious. It's like the sound itself becomes more, well, luxurious.
Okay, it is time for our final word, and this one is so notoriously tricky that it's even stumped the legendary British actor Benedict Cumberbatch. How do you say the name of this adorable bird from Antarctica? Yes, believe it or not, those are actual mispronunciations you might hear.
It's super easy to get tangled up in those sounds, but let's clear this up once and for all.
After all that build-up, it's actually pretty simple. It's penguin, 2 clear syllables. Peng-gwin. Not penguin, not penguin, just penguin. And hey, if Benedict Cumberbatch can get it wrong, we can all give ourselves a break.
So, after going through all of those tricky words, let's bring it all home. What's the one big important thing you should remember from all of this?
And this right here is the absolute key. While it's fun and definitely useful to know these precise pronunciations, the real goal is just to be understood. Don't ever let the fear of making a mistake stop you from speaking up and communicating. Clarity is so much more important than perfection. So I'll leave you with this. What's the next word you want to tackle? I hope this has sparked a little curiosity to keep exploring all the wonderful, weird, and fascinating sounds of the English language. Keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, speak with confidence.